Look at him stealing the blocks. Look at this, you freaking dirty Enderman.
Come on, you gotta be
I said Mig. That, I hope I didn't slur my words and it sounds good.
kidding.
And today we got Game Theory, the lost history of Minecraft's Enderman. We watched a SpongeBob theory on SXY the other day, and it kind of reminded me of like Game Theory. And I kind of want to watch some of these videos, and I've been playing Minecraft on my gaming channel, so I figured, hey man, might as well watch a Minecraft theory. And this is I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to Game Theory. Shout out the new guy, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm loyal to Matt Pet, bro. So this is a Matt Pat jump. I ain't gonna lie. So that being said, let's just get straight into it. You already know the vibes. 1 curse, 3 push-ups. Let's just get this going.
No one. Literally no one.
Well. Look at him stealing the blocks. And if you think I made this screen black on purpose, I did. Look at this, you freaking dirty Endermigger. My fault.
Come on, you gotta be
I said Mig. That, I hope I didn't slur my words and it sound crazy.
kidding me.
Let me in.
Hello, Internet. Welcome to Game Theory. Call it nostalgia, call it a return to a more innocent time, call it a desire to
I said Mig.
trend right off of PewDiePie's success playing the game that just overthrew Fortnite. Rest in peace, Jurgen. But I have been digging through a lot of Minecraft lore lately. Oh, and
Minecraft got lore like that? I know they got that cryptic ass message at the end of the game, but I don't even really understand what that means.
absolutely heard that right. According to Google Trends, Minecraft is now on top of Fortnite, both in terms of web search and here on YouTube. It's like the Grover Cleveland of video games. And by that I mean a game that was king, gave up its crown to someone else, but then snatched it back.
Bro, Minecraft and YouTube just always do well, and I don't know why. Bro, my gaming videos average like maybe 2 to 3K. My Minecraft videos be getting 10, 20, 14. Like I don't know. I don't know what it is. Classic game.
Just like old Grover C did when he was elected president. History's only double.
Minecraft and Dream go so well. There's other things that Dream goes well with too, like preschools.
President, for that matter. Honestly, it's like the only thing Grover Cleveland's known for. Heck, this 10 fascinating facts article on him couldn't even come up with anything remotely interesting, let alone fascinating. What was I talking about again? Oh yeah, Minecraft, on the other hand, is endlessly fascinating because for a game that's now 10 years old, the anniversary, by the way, its lore still hasn't been cracked. Oh sure, there's plenty of speculation and lots of really good ideas, but to my knowledge,
bro, what could Minecraft lore possibly entail anyway, bro? I can't even like make a fake scenario. A lot? How do you pick up Minecraft lore, bro?
no one has truly been able to piece together a final, all-encompassing, all mysteries of this world tied together lore solve. And so today, I don't really plan on doing that. I'm not even gonna pretend. I'm starting to learn that people take it really seriously when I say stuff like, today we're solving this. So let me instead say this quite honestly to you. I'm gonna do my best to start us on a journey to solve this thing. I wanna start a conversation with all of you where we can pool our knowledge and figure this out together. I wanna put together my thoughts on pieces of evidence that stood out as particularly interesting to me, propose to you what I interpret that to mean, and then leave further discussion in our collective communal hands. It's a theory. It's always a theory. And like any theory, it's meant to be discussed, analyzed, criticized, added to, tested. And because it's a theory about video games, it's meant most importantly of all to be fun. And if along the way we solve some deep-seated lore mysteries, great, more.
Long intro. Gang, do I need to like Subway Surf for you or something? As a matter of fact, lock in, bro. Come on, man. It's a Sunday morning. Smell the roses, bro. Bro, we in for a long ass stream. Lock it. My air. Jump scare of I can't breathe. Almost made a black hole. Okay. All right.
Power to us. These games at the end of the day are puzzles to solve. And so I'm gonna do my best to lead that charge in solving those puzzles. But I want you to be there with me every step of the way. And so our first step when it comes to solving Minecraft is tackling the Enderman. Originally programmed.
Why are we tackling the Enderman first? Why we going there first, bro?
Into the game as a joking reference to Slender Man, these tall, dark, and handsome creatures. Well,
oh, never mind. Yeah, I said. Okay. W ally.
Just tall and dark, I guess. Have become the cornerstone upon which all other lore in this game is built. Solving what the Endermen are is essential if we have any hope of truly coming to the definitive solution as to the hidden backstory of this game. And after exploring the design of survival mode, the gameplay decisions, even ancillary canonical content in books like the Mob Bestiary, surprise, surprise,
Minecraft has books?
I have myself a theory as to what they actually are. Admittedly, it's not a new theory, but what it lacks for an originality, it more than makes up for in evidence and observation. It is my proposal to you today that the Endermen aren't aliens, they're not ghosts. I almost thought that they were insects, but that one didn't pan out. No, what they are is human. They're brilliant humans. Humans who are in trouble, a literal fight for their lives.
How though? Minecraft doesn't have any dialogue. I'm just, all right.
And needed an escape, but in the process, they suffered.
Yo-yo for real. Okay. I'm either a monkey or a human, bro. I hate how freaking, how y'all be switching it, bro. We'll watch a monkey video and it'll be like, oh, Yo-yo's an animal. Yo-yo's not a human. But then when we talk about Enderman, oh, now I'm a human. Now I'm a human. All right, bro. You're Beast Boy.
Horrific fate, reducing them to the moaning shadows of a fallen civilization that they are now. So, in the true spirit of Minecraft, let's start building ourselves a theory, shall we? What do we know about these creatures? Well, first, we know that they're one of the game's neutral mobs, meaning that they're not going to attack you unless they're actively provoked. This is already interesting because it means that, in many ways, they come in peace. I mean, look at the list of mobs and all of their behavior patterns. Anything else that's nice to you is either an animal, a villager, or a zombie pigman, which is weird.
Wait, zombie pigmans don't attack you? Wait, what?
Anything else that's nice to you is either an animal, a villager, or a zombie pigman, which is weird and honestly merits an episode of its own for another day. Everything, and I mean everything else, is hostile, except for the Enderman. So already there's a bit of an odd...
Chickens attack you? What the heck is a chicken jockey? Bro, I'm not, bro, if anyone doesn't know, I've been playing Minecraft for the first time in years, like ever. The last Minecraft I ever played was Pocket Edition. So I've never even been into the nether on survival. So this is very new to me, bro. Baby zombie on a chicken. They do that?
Everything else is hostile, except for the Enderman. So already there's a bit of an odd, tenuously peaceful relationship between us and the Enderman, but it gets even weirder when you consider that they're the only other creatures other than Steve or Alex able to move blocks. Sure, they're kinda picky about what blocks they pick up, but carrying blocks is an ability only shared between our character and the Enderman. As the Mob Bestiary says, quote,
Boy, I heard the door. I cursed.
They will not just pick up any block, but will choose only clay, dirt and sand, flowers and other plants, and rather oddly TNT. Some claim Enderman is indulging in a form of play or attempting to communicate. Speaking of communication, we also know that they can talk, or at least had the ability to talk. Listen to some of the sound clips from when Endermen are idling near you. You hear it? There's
gang, those are just noises.
Clearly a language here, a real language that we as humans can understand. Listen again. You should be hearing, hey. Hello.
No, that's a stretch!
This next one is really clear. What's up?
See, that's when I love a good theory, bro. I don't like when they just be stretching it. But when it makes sense, I'm with it. I don't think that's a stretch. It could be like a little, you know what I'm saying? Like something at the edge of the table.
And look for the eye. Which
Gang, Minecraft should not be this cryptic.
presumably is referencing Eyes of Ender, the items that allow you to find strongholds where they're used to activate a portal to the end.
No, I kind of hear that.
Look for the eye. Which
Ugh! The thing is, like, now that I know what it says, like, that's just unsettling, bro.
presumably is referencing Eyes of Ender, the items that allow you to find strongholds where they're used to activate a portal to the end, home of the Enderman and the game's final boss, the Ender Dragon. So we have ourselves neutral creatures who are able to move blocks, just like us, and have language abilities far beyond what we hear elsewhere in the game from characters like the villagers. It's certainly a lot of odd similarities to be sure, but far from airtight evidence that the Endermen are somehow related to men. But now let's take a minute to actually look at their home, the End. The End is a weird final dimension for Minecraft. It honestly feels to me like where the game started to run out of money. Not that it could ever run out of money. With the whole thing just being a bunch of endstone and purple blocks, ugly purples and yellows everywhere, huge chunks of landscape missing, and giant cities that you can visit far off in the distance, all of which are eerily empty. This is the home of the Enderman, sure. Even the mob bestiary says it.
I've literally never even been in here.
But look closer and you see that while the Endermen may call this dimension home, and they certainly wander around in the empty open landscapes, these giant looming Thanos purple buildings aren't for them. What do I mean by that? Well, let's take a look inside the End cities. There's tons of great loot hidden all over the place. Inside the chests, you can find everything from enchanted swords to saddles and armor for your horse. The Minecraft Gamepedia breaks down everything that we can find here. But something's wrong with that list. None of these items are actually useful to the Endermen. They don't wear armor, they don't attack with swords, and they certainly don't ride animals. Heck, there are no animals in the End to ride. Even the fact that the items are kept in chests should be a huge red flag here. Remember, Endermen are only picking up certain blocks, and none of those blocks entail chests. They can't use these things or the thing that stores those things. All of this points to the idea that the End's cities weren't built by the Endermen. They were built by and for someone else. Some other ancient people who
They're for me? Like, are they for you to... What?
managed to get to the end, but who? When you start up a new survival mode game, you enter a blank world. Immediately you notice that you're the only one of your kind. Oh, sure, as you adventure, you'll come across NPCs like the villagers, but they're not like you. They don't look like you. They can't build like you. You and the villagers
Well, how do they have villages then?
are fundamentally different. It's almost as if you're a different species. This fact is even supported by zombie attacks. When bit, a villager doesn't transform into a normal zombie. It turns specifically into a zombie villager. Regular zombies and zombie villagers are different. In fact, the
So zombies are human too?
only times that you ever really see anything that looks even remotely like you, it's always in the form of undead enemies. Zombies, drowned, husks. It implies that
What the heck are these two things? I have never seen this, and I, by God, have never seen this. What is this game now, bro? This is just making me scared to continue my series, bro. Sand zombie and water zombie. I feel like I'm spoiling the game for myself.
once upon a time there were other humans here, but they all died en masse. It's a strange detail that you probably noticed, but you shrug it off and you continue on your journey. Then you start discovering pre-existing structures, mine shafts, temples in the desert, monuments underwater, all abandoned, all of them lost to time. Again, you're the only person who can build things in this world, and you certainly didn't build any of these things, so where did they come from? Making things even more suspicious is the fact that ruins like desert temples are protected by cleverly designed booby traps, elaborate fake floors
They got that?
complete with pressure plates and grids of TNT. It all points to one thing,
Shut Shut up, bro.
Advanced society of builders once lived in the overworld, but have since disappeared. So that begs the question, where did they go? Maybe they all died, which in turn led to the armies of the undead mobs that we have to guard against every night. And while I certainly think that that's part of it, it's not the whole story. Because we know that they went somewhere, teleported somewhere. And while they could have gone any number of places,
Yes, uncultured. And bro, I don't have a history in gaming. I only know how to draw. We've been over this. We've been over this. How close are you on? How? Damn. Spell it out. All right.
we know for a fact that one of the places they ended up was the end. How can we be so sure? Strongholds. Strongholds are the hidden ancient ruins that contain massive portals to the end. Whatever this ancient society was, they were so advanced that they could figure out how to build these things, which in turn makes them more advanced than even you, the player. In survival mode, you can't craft the end frames necessary to construct this thing. In order to travel to the end, you must find these portals hidden within the stronghold. And let's stop there for a minute. I mean, have you ever thought to question that name? Stronghold? It's a
Stronghold.
pretty odd choice. Personally, I would think it to be like the portal room, or the gateway room,
Stronghold sounds the hardest. What?
or the altar, or something, anything
Altar's tough.
like that. But instead, the designers of Minecraft named it Stronghold, a term that refers to a highly secure structure built for defending against attacks. And there's that idea again. An ancient civilization of advanced builders that was quickly dying. A group of builders, just like our player, who were being threatened in the overworld and needed an escape.
So is the concept people got attacked by like zombies and creepers and stuff, and then they fled to the end? Is that what he's trying? Is that what he's trying to get at? Cause why would you do that? The end is even more or I guess, what?
Gate, and what they created was a portal to another dimension.
No, cause there's a whole almost cursed. There's a whole dragon in the end.
The end, where, wouldn't you know it, they built cities to store the items and armor from their previous world. But there was one thing that they didn't expect, that this would be a one-way trip, that the portal would close up behind them, leaving them stranded in a strange and barren wasteland. Sure, they were safe from whatever was killing them in the overworld, but now they were trapped in a wasteland guarded by an unstoppable dragon, and they came unprepared. Based on what we see in the chests, they came in with swords and armor and horses. Effective weapons to be sure, but not against an otherworldly foe. A giant foe that flies around and attacks with towering beacons that restore its health. They couldn't defeat this thing, hence why it's still living when we arrive. And as we know from the game, the only way out of the end is through defeating the Ender Dragon. And since they couldn't, they were stuck, trapped there for
Got it.
generations.
Wait, but how do you beat the Ender? You telling me they couldn't jump it?
They learn to live in harmony with the dragon. They make a new life with whatever limited resources they have there, building homes using the strange end stones and purple blocks. They run out of food and soon have nothing to eat, so they turn to the strange chorus fruits found there. Chorus fruits, which, funny enough, have teleportation properties. And over time, they begin to change. They adapt to their new surroundings. Oh sure, they retain some human features. According to the diagrams in the mob bestiary, their brains are very human-like, and they have the flat faces and wide eyes indicative of humans. They still do vaguely.
Oh my God. Part of me feels like this is so valid, but the other part of me feels like I'm in absolutely way too deep, bro. This is why Matt Pat's the GOAT. I can do nothing but agree with this.
Look like our player character, but they evolve to grow taller, which makes picking the tall stalks of chorus fruit easier. Similar to how giraffes' necks got longer to more easily reach higher up leaves.
Oh, you're saying they evolved? Like they've been there for a minute?
The fruit's teleportation abilities.
I'm over here thinking the fruit turned them into that. But no, they're eating it for years and generations. Oh!
Starts to rub off on them. So instead of having to rely on ender pearls to teleport around, they instead naturally gain the ability from their diet. Over time, they slowly forget their ability to build. I mean, why build when there's no escape? When there's not even many resources with which to craft? But they still retain the ability to pick up blocks. Though their skill for speech gets forgotten, they do retain a rudimentary language, still speaking in those distorted words. This once great builder society slowly, generation after generation, transforms into the Enderman. Even some of their memories may still remain. One odd detail of the Enderman is that wearing a pumpkin on your head prevents them from becoming aggressive. Maybe it reminds them, somewhere deep down, of a simpler time, or of the friendly golems that they would construct back on the overworld. Regardless, the civilization is
I definitely think it's probably a golem.
stuck there. Oh sure, some are able to teleport out into the overworld or into the nether, but most are forced to live there, under the rule of the dragon. And we know this isn't by choice, because when you finally arrive in the end, when you finally defeat their oppressor, the achievement we receive is free the end.
As a matter of fact, yo, so like the Enderman, right? Lock in with me. We'll just speed this up. So like what happened was, right? Like you got Minecraft Steve. Apparently it's other ones, like they're other humans, but like they was like building this shit and okay, that's a curse. They was like building and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And then eventually like they was just getting attacked and berated by mobs and stuff. And then that caused them to build the stronghold. What the stronghold mean? It's like a castle of like defense, because they could have called it like the altar, the portal room, like other things. You know what I'm saying? And like, bro, from there, right? They go into the end, right? You know what I'm saying? Into the end, and then like they're eating like berries and stuff. But check me out though, trees is tall as heck. So they start eating the berries and it allows them to like teleport and stuff. And then they then like through generations, because ancient civilization, through generations of being in the end, because they can't get out, because the only way you get out is by defeating the Ender Dragon, they started to evolve to get taller and stuff, and that's why they're tall, black, and can teleport. Grass. Stanley too nonchalant. That's what I'm saying. That's why you look like an Enderman.
The Endermen at this point are so far gone from the people they once were that they're no longer able to appreciate what's happened. But in defeating the dragon, you as the player have brought closure to this oppressed civilization, one that was forced to flee to a new dimension in order to survive, only to wind up trapped yet again. And that, my friends, is the story of Minecraft. You're a builder, and you follow in the path of the great builders who came before you, discovering their work, learning of their enemies, unlocking their technology, and ultimately freeing them from their greatest oppressor. Now, admittedly, there are some difficult things to explain here, like how this ancient civilization got access to the ender pearls necessary to craft the eyes of
Wait, yeah, because don't you get that by killing Endermen?
Ender required to build a portal to the end if they themselves become the Endermen. It would require some sort of time loop, which honestly there isn't a whole lot of evidence for. Instead, my thought here is that the Ender Pearls are items that they learn to create before becoming Endermen, before going to the end. I mean, think about this. We know that this ancient civilization was able to access the Nether. End rods and Eyes of Ender both require blaze-related materials to craft. So this civilization had definitely visited that
okay.
dimension, and thus knew how to access the powers of teleportation. So maybe they learned how to harness that in a smaller, portable form, i.e. the Ender Pearl, before ever making it to the end? I'm not 100% sure. It's honestly just speculation to try.
But I mean, if they were able to build the things that you need for the portal, they were definitely able to build the Ender Eye things.
Solve for this theory's biggest problem. Anyway, I want to know, what do you think? Did you like it? Did you not? Let's build it out from there. Why do they hate Endermites? Where'd the villagers come from? And seriously, what is the deal with the zombie pigman civilization? Like I said, the Endermen are just the start to the puzzle that is Minecraft, but there is still plenty more here for us to discover. So until then, remember, it's just a theory. A game theory. Thanks for watching.
Oh my God, my childhood. Hey man, that's gonna be my reaction to the video. If you want me to watch more game theory, or if you want me to finish this series, I'm down. I'm not gonna lie. Cause the thing that I've always liked about freaking MatPat, bro, is when he reaches, bro, he grabs it. You know what I'm saying? People just be reaching but when he reaches, he grabs that hoe. You know what I'm saying? And off the strength of that, I really want to watch it. But I'm only going to watch it if you guys want to. So that's going to be it for me. I hope you guys like it. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.